In the Central Region, same day, correspondent Richard Kojunyako reports 46 persons sustained various injuries in two separate accidents on the Kaswa Cape Coast Highway. The first accident happened at Gomua Mpota, while the second happened at Gomua Mankesim. According to police, the three vehicles were involved in the first accident. Richard Kojunyako has more in this report.
The two accidents happened at separate locations, but were all on the same stretch, the Cape Coast Winneba-Kaswa stretch. The first accident happened at dawn, 12 a.m., while the second happened few minutes after 6 a.m. on Sunday. Winneba Fire Service Commander DO3 Kwesi Hughes narrate what happened.
Eyewitness, actually said, "Na sprinter no na die ni mu, na Kia Rhino no di actually."
Eyewitnesses have told us that the Sprinter bus was leading while the Kia Rhino followed. The DAF was heading to Cape Coast from Accra, and the two were from Cape Coast. All of a sudden, the Kia Rhino attempted overtaking, but first it hit the car in front of it. 8 people were trapped, 2 females and 6 males. We managed to get them out of the car.
Apam ambulance. Ebeka Winneba ambulance on a trauma and specialist hospital.
This eyewitness told us about the second accident. He explained the driver bested tire and somersaulted several times.
And one of the sprinter was coming ahead. Then it was a flat tire. And the tire got burst. So when I heard the sound, I know that no, there's something going to happen. So immediately the tire just got burst. The driver stepped on the brake. Then the car just turned outside where. So, but God's being good, but they were just injured, serious injuries. So they just took them to trauma hospital.
The fire service commander DO3 Kwesi Hughes said the car had exceeded its passenger capacity and was fully loaded with foodstuffs as well. He said instead of the vehicle's capacity of 21 passengers, it had 38 passengers on board.
But we loaded 38 into the difference, instead of 21. And was loaded.
It had loaded 39 passengers instead of the allowable passengers of 21. And it had also loaded plantain and other foodstuff. So it had loaded beyond its capacity. But luckily, no one died. A total of 46 passengers were injured, but 20 of them are said to be in critical condition. All injured persons were sent to the Winneba Trauma and Specialist Hospital, while the road has been cleared. The vehicles involved in the accident have also been towed away from the accident scene. Reporting for Joy News, Richard Kojunyako, Cape Coast.
So let's get more on this incident. First, Richard Kojunyako joins us from the Central Region. Kojo, thank you very much for joining us. What is the update on this? Kojo, if you can hear me, what's the latest on this particular incident that occurred yesterday?
The latest is that all the 46 passengers are responding to treatment. We checked with the Winneba Trauma and Specialist Hospital at Winneba, and the doctors said that they are all doing very well. Yesterday, they feared that some would not be able to pull through, but they have worked on them. They said that they had to spend the entire night to work on them. You know, the second accident, the bus somersaulted. And so there were a lot of people in there, so they had to attend them in detail to ensure that nothing happened to any of them. Yesterday, some of them were treated and discharged, but this morning we learned that all of them are doing very well and there's no cause for alarm.
So that means that we don't have any major or serious injury amongst those who got injured, right?
Yes, so the medical officials say that those that were in critical condition, some have been treated very well, and so now they are no longer in that kind of critical condition. So they are all doing very well. That is what we have been told. But if you look at the speed of accident or the rate of accident on that particular stretch, the Cape Coast Winneba-Kaswa highway, a lot of the accidents that are recorded in the Central Region do occur on this particular stretch of the road. So you realize that in the second accident, the vehicle had actually overloaded, and so the allowable passenger passengers that were supposed to be on board in that vehicle were 21, and then they had loaded with 38, and beyond the 38, the vehicle has also been loaded with some plantain and other foodstuffs as well. But on this same stretch, you see a lot of the police personnel that are stationed there. Every 10 kilometers you drive, you meet a police patrol team or a police barrier that is expected to check all of this. So it's sometimes it's worrying why these things should happen in spite of the fact that all of these measures have been put on the way. And one key issue that has also been engaging the attention of the National Road Safety Commission is the speeding and then the overtaking. So if you stand by the highway for about 1 hour, your heart would be beating very, very fast because of the nature of the overtaking that is being done on that particular stretch. And sometimes it's alarming because of all the accident happened. When you interview the police or the people that are on the scene, they will say that it was due to an overtaking. So it's a major factor that is claiming more lives. We're lucky that in this instance, I mean, we lost no life on that particular stretch.
What has the Road Safety Authority in the region been saying, and as well as the MTTD?
Well, so they said that they will intensify more effort because already some of the district assemblies that are dotted along that stretch have come together. The MP for Ifutu, Afinyomakin, has even gotten the police some vehicle to undertake this kind of exercise in their bid to reduce the carnage on the roads. And so they say that a lot is being done, and very soon we may see some dividends by way of the reduction of the accident on this particular stretch of the road. All
right, thank you very much, Richard Kojunyako. There he is our Central Regional Correspondent. And let's now go to our Savannah Correspondent, Isaac Nonya, on the Bole accident. Ike, so what can you tell us on this particular development too? All right, so we'll get Isaac back on the line so we can have an update on what happened on the Bole Bamboy Road.